Back to that breaking news we're staying on top of at this hour, just outside of Washington, D.C. The 64 people on the American Airlines flight and 3 soldiers on the military helicopter are all believed to be dead after the 2 aircrafts collided in the air. So far, crews have recovered 27 people from the plane and 1 person from that helicopter.
Local, state, and federal officials just spoke about an hour or so ago, including the U.S. Secretary of Transportation. He says his teams are already working to find answers and make sure it's safe for you to fly.
Safety is our expectation. Everyone who flies in American skies expects that we fly safely, that when you depart an airport, you get to your destination. That didn't happen last night.
U.S. Figure Skating says several members, including athletes, coaches, and families, were on that American Airlines flight. They were returning home from a national development camp in Wichita, Kansas. And it shared a statement which says, in part, "We are devastated by this unspeakable tragedy and hold the victims' families closely in our hearts."
And CBS News correspondent Natalie Brand is at Reagan National Airport just outside of D.C., Washington, D.C., which is supposed to reopen about 2 hours from now.
Both the helicopter and the plane crashed in the river.
Now a recovery effort for the victims in the frigid waters of the Potomac River.
At this point, we don't believe there are any survivors from this accident.
American Airlines says Flight 5342, operated by PSA Airlines from Wichita, Kansas, was approaching the airport with 60 passengers and 4 crew members on board.
We're absolutely heartbroken for the family and loved ones of the passengers and crew members.
This man told a local CBS News affiliate that he believes his wife was on the plane returning from a business trip.
She texted me that they were landing in 20 minutes. The rest of my texts didn't get delivered. That's when I realized something might be up.
The Army says the Black Hawk helicopter involved, similar to this one, was on a training flight with 3 service members on board.
In a statement, President Donald Trump said he's monitoring the situation on social media. He also questioned the actions of the helicopter and air traffic control prior to the collision.
We will not rest until we have answers for the families and for the flying public.
Multiple agencies are investigating the incident, including the Pentagon, FBI, Federal Aviation Administration, with the National Transportation Safety Board taking the lead. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Again, Reagan National is closed right now. It'll reopen at 11, and that's causing flights to be canceled this morning here at the world's busiest airport.
So we want to get out to Atlanta News First reporter Sarah Hammond, who joins us live from Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International. Sarah, what can you share with us at this hour?
Well, we know that there have already been and will continue to be some delays and cancellations for people trying to go Atlanta to D.C. or D.C. to Atlanta because, like you said, Reagan National Airport, all flights are halted going in and out of there until 11 o'clock this morning. That's according to the Federal Aviation Administration, and that includes 5 flights from Atlanta to D.C. this morning. Last night, 3 flights from Atlanta to D.C. were diverted. Another one was canceled. The FAA previously said the airport would be closed until 5 a.m. tomorrow, but again, that has been updated to 11 o'clock this morning. All takeoffs and landing from Reagan were immediately halted as dive teams scoured the site and continue to do so. And Lorena Gonzalez tells me she is flying back home from Atlanta to Baltimore today, very close to Reagan National Airport. And she got to the airport here in Atlanta very early because she figured others trying to get to D.C. would be scrambling to find flights close to home.
Oh my gosh, my heart goes to them, to all of them. Just horrible, horrible, because you know that there's no one that survived. So, you know, my heart goes to them.
And we are keeping an eye on any other delays or cancellations going in and out of D.C. Coming through Atlanta here, and we will keep you posted on that. Live from Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, I'm Sarah Hammond with Atlanta News First.